The time is now 4:30 p.m. on Monday, June 22nd. I hereby call this Special Affairs Committee meeting to order. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Alameda is not in. Dr. Lewis is not in. Ms. Johnson is not in. Ms. Priestley?
Present.
Ms. Winfrey Carter is not in. Ms. Burns is, Ms. Burns?
Physically, I'm present.
Ms. Mouchette?
Present.
Mr. Pfeiffer is not in. Mr. Jarrett is not in. You have 3 members present.
We have 3 members present, and we will await quorum.
I am way over here.
I think he wants to introduce himself to you.
Oh. He wants to introduce himself to me?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you walking over to me?
I guess. I was told you wanted to introduce yourself to me.
Oh, I did. My name's Rob Booth. I sent you some information regarding PFAS litigation, and if the issue comes up tonight, I'm here to answer questions.
Okay.
Thank you.
All
Wait,
right.
geez, I'm
Don't
glad
act
you
like
walked
you're
over.
surprised. Okay.
It's just been that day.
Tanya. So last night on the couch, she was batting at my nephew's hand. He was teasing her, and she was batting at him. She was on the ledge of the couch. He took her upstairs to go to bed with her. She laid there until he was asleep.
Where'd you find her?
On the kitchen floor. And she was stiff and cold. I mean, Ethan had to dig quite a deep hole because he didn't do it wide enough.
Yeah.
So she ended up like this, and she was a big cat.
I'm sorry, but I know it's hard. I know when I had to put
Your dog
my
down.
sons, and I should have put him down like a year before, but he walked out to like the oak tree, like, look, I'm done. You can carry me right here. I had to pick him up, and I'm like, okay, I put him down.
Well,
I have guinea pigs with my kid. I have a year-old guinea pig with my daughter.
I've cremated all my dogs, and I have my friends' 2 dogs that I finished their championships on, and one of them was unofficially mine. You know, we co-owned her. She was fine at my house. She traveled with me all the time. I showed her for years, and so I have Dreamer, Verity, Venture, Chimer, Robbie, Ebby, Coda, Misha. All of them are cremated at my house. I think I got 8 or 9. I might be missing one.
I quit buying
No.
guinea pigs. My daughter has cats. She's got this creepy cat that when you look at him, he goes, she's like, Mom, did you see Penelope in the bathroom? They live in Detroit. I said, where was Penelope? She's like, above, like, the toilet, because she likes to look out the window.
No.
So she's like this high up so you don't see her. And she's like, I'm like,
Well, yeah, it's above your sight line.
yeah, I'm like, your cats are creepy.
I love my cats. I had no intention.
Them cats that, her one cat would stay with me. I'm not shower. He'd get out of my covers when my bed was made.
Every time, I wasn't going to have any more cats. I liked it. My dogs, when I travel, 90% of the time, they're with me. So if I go to my friends for the weekend, they're with me. If I go to a dog show, I take everybody with me because I don't have anybody. Well, I do have somebody living with me again. But, yeah. But I don't ask them to take care of my dogs. I've only got 2 right now. But I wasn't going to have any more.
Councilman, before you sit down, nice job. It's really easy to find things, past meetings, videos, minutes, agendas.
Yeah, it's only getting better too. It's crazy. With AI and everything else too, there's the searchability, there's a lot that's going into it now.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Madam Clerk, the time is now 4:51 p.m. and we have established quorum. I would like to do a roll call for the record.
Mr. Alamin?
Present.
Dr. Lewis is not in. Ms. Johnson?
Present.
Ms. Priestley?
Present.
Ms. Winfrey Carter?
Present.
Ms. Burns?
Present.
Ms. Mashat?
Present.
Mr. Pfeiffer is not in. Mr. Jarrett is not in. You have 6 members present.
We have 6 members present. It's now time for the reading of the disorderly person, City Code subsection. Any person that persists in disrupting this meeting will be in violation of Flint City Code Section 31-10, disorderly conduct, assault, and battery in disorderly persons, and will be subject to arrest for a misdemeanor. Any person who prevents the peaceful and orderly conduct of any meeting will be given 1 warning. If they persist in disrupting the meeting, that individual will be subject to arrest. Violators will be removed from the meetings. At this time, are there any requests for agenda changes and/or additions? I have 2 additions that I would like to order without objection. One is going to be add-on number 1, which is a resolution to Granicus for legislative meeting and records management operations and equipment. And the second is a resolution recommending the vacation of 0.07 acre section of Brush Alley from East 4th Street to the northern parcel line of the property located at 718 Harrison Street. Councilwoman Burns.
I would like to move the special order up to after public speaking.
All right. I will go ahead and order that without objection. So, Madam Clerk, we have add-on number 1, which is the resolution to Granicus for legislative meeting and records management operations and equipment. Add-on number 2, which is the resolution recommending the vacation of a 0.07 acre section of Brush Alley from East 4th Street to the northern parcel line of the property located at 718 Harrison Street. And we are also going to move the special order discussion item to, did you say after public comment?
Yes.
That's in the middle of council response.
Oh, I'm sorry, after council response.
So we'll move it to after council response.
Got me to respond.
Madam Chair.
Sorry, Madam Clerk.
Resolution 260211, if the council would consider moving that to the beginning of resolutions, because we do have someone here from the DDA to speak to that resolution, and I think she might not be able to stay for the entire meeting.
Okay, I will go ahead and move 260211 to the top of resolutions.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So we've made our agenda changes. There is a request for closed session. I don't see the Madam Clerk, there isn't anything on the agenda, but there's a request. So what are we doing there? It's in the back. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. Thank you. All right, perfect. Before we take a vote, can we hear from the city attorney, please? Madam Attorney.
Thank you. Through the chair, the law department is requesting a closed session on the PFAS settlement lawsuit. I understand we do need 6 members to go into closed session for a vote. So we're asking that we receive that vote in order to discuss prior to the special order. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Madam Chair,
Councilwoman Priestley.
I make a motion to go into closed session.
There is a motion by the councilwoman in the 4th Ward to go into closed session. Is there support? Supported by the councilman in the 1st Ward. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, roll call, Madam. Okay. Councilwoman in the 5th Ward.
Madam Chair, through you to Attorney Gurley. Attorney Gurley, can you give us, without giving it all, can you give us a little bit about what this is?
Sure. The special order was listed, I believe, on June the 8th. And so it is the city's position that we need to talk about what the settlement offers, the potential restrictions that are in place, as well as additional information that council needs in order to make a decision.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Chair.
Councilwoman in the 6th Ward.
Thank you. I will be voting no because, for one, this came May 15th, and it should have been given to the public then. And it would not have come to the public, and we have a hard date, July 1st. So we need to talk publicly. You need 6 people here. I will not be voting for that. Let's get this done. We will not be convening for 30 days, I believe, because we won't be here. So I'm not understanding what's so secret about if you Google the 3M DuPont lawsuit, there's information out there. There is information. So I will not be voting to go in executive session to talk about something that's already on the internet.
Through the chair, just so it is clear, there is a lot of information on the internet about the PFAS. There are certain things that the city needs to understand in an executive session to make a proper decision.
I'm not going.
And I think that the information that's on the internet is available to everyone, but I think it's important that you not make a decision without having all the information. Thank you.
I agree with you.
They have a responsibility. They won't let that July 1st deadline with us. I'm not going. I'm not. Well, I mean, we already voted to approve it. It's passed in the consumption on June 8th. So what are we approving? We just listed it at this point. It's been approved. I'm not doing it. I'm a firm no. I get what you're saying. They had all that time from May to do that, and we are done. I'm not doing it. We are not going to do this special order, and I'm done. I want to go home tonight. So they had to May 15th do an executive session. It wasn't done. I'm gonna be good because there's 22 other communities that were in here. We're the only one that's not voted to actually go into it. 22 other ones.
I agree.
You know, and we got a special order to have discussion. She can put the special order to the back of it. If we want to do it, put it to the back. But not right now. You can bring it back up at the end of the, but I'm not doing it before. Yeah, she can do it after the special order, yes. Yeah.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Alamin? Yes. Dr. Lewis is not in. Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
Ms. Winfrey Carter?
No.
Ms. Burns?
No.
Ms. Mushat?
Yes.
Mr. Pfeiffer is not in. Mr. Jarrett is not in. The vote is 4 yes, 2 no.
The vote is 4 yes, 2 no. Madam Clerk, am I able to make a motion to go into closed session after the special order discussion item?
So this motion failed.
Right.
If you want to move the closed session to later on in this agenda and reconsider the closed session vote, you are able to do that. So, but you'd have to vote at that time. So you're asking if you can vote again on this closed session? You're asking to be able to vote again on the closed session? So you can reconsider this motion at a later time during this meeting.
How much later can I, so I can ask for reconsideration after the special discussion?
Yeah.
Because
Correct.
that's later.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. All right, so that motion fails. We will not go into closed session. Moving on, it is now time for public comment. Members of the public who wish to address the City Council or its committees must register before the meeting begins. A box will be placed at the entrance to the council chambers for collection of registrations. No additional speakers or slips will be accepted after the meeting begins. Members of the public shall have no more than 3 minutes per speaker during public comment, with only one speaking opportunity per speaker. First public speaker, Madam Clerk.
First speaker is R.L. Mitchell.
Good evening, councilors. I'm R.L. Mitchell. For the record, about this closed session situation, as a citizen of Flint, Michigan, I don't appreciate you people's not being not transparent to we the people. You see what this guy back here, he only introduces his name to you privately without on the microphone, talking about Peapot settlement. Detroit then already done sued Flint for poison or something, Peapot in Flint, and Burton then he must hook the sewage pipe up to the sewage when they hook the Flint water to their apartment. Burton got the same thing this person here talking about now too. We, the people, you see, the people supposed to be here ain't here. Supposed to have 6 votes to go back and answer why come they ain't here to vote just because Candace Mashak talking about having anyway in other councils and right in front of we the people face like we as okie dokies go for anything, but thank God for Madam Burns, Tanya Burns, she'll check you right at the door. Hello, Candace Mashak, before you go any further, which is and our attorney over there talking about, and listen here, to the city attorney, you're supposed to be for us, not against us. We the people of Flint. What's up with you? Huh? Say something. That's what I thought. Sound like you've been bought out like the mayor with the rodeo. I missed the rodeo again and already, I got this at the first day the rodeo was started in Flint, the black rodeo. But thank God to my men's Father's Day was yesterday, and the deacon came by my house, told me I got to wear something like what the Cowboys wear. And I went in the women's and brought the rodeo to my church and brought some horses there too. And they asked me, Mitchell, aren't you gonna go outside and ride the horses? So I went outside in the front and they was in the front grass. This time I was gonna ride the horse. But I looked at them, they was miniature horses, but last time I got on a miniature horse, I ended up on the ground like Superman, broke his neck, because the farmer said, he could feel your tension before you get on there. That's what happened, I think, because before I got on there, he took off and I was on the ground. And I just settled down I looked at the horse, both of them came up to me and they started eating the grass immediately. So I know it's 2 girls, and one of them named Sissy, but anyway, my time running out. Thank you, America.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Clerk.
The next speaker is David Peachy.
David Peachy, 4th Ward, East Side. I got a question, excuse me, about the ARPA fund. How much money is left in the ARPA fund? Right now, the mayor, he pulls a lot of that money out for his pet projects, but this taking money out of the ARPA fund to pay people's water bills or to keep us from raising the water rates is crazy. It's $3 million the last 2 years. How much money is owed the water fund? When the mayor first got in office, he says, we're not going to shut your water off if you don't pay your bill. Well, gee, guess what happened? How much money is owed this city for water bills? That would help us out a lot. And over the weekend, the mayor was on the news. A lot of photo ops this time of year. He had the house tore down that had 200 tires there. I don't know what ward that's in or anything, but I know I got a house 2 houses down from me. It's been that way for 6 years, and you know it. There are so many bugs, mosquitoes, and everything. The health hazard is unbelievable. We can't get nothing done. She says it's a safety issue. Well, I know it's a safety issue, but it's a safety issue to tear it down or some damn thing. Always got an excuse. It's just, nobody should have to live like that. We don't want a whole lot, but we want to be treated decent, and we're not being treated decent. Today I noticed there was a house in Nebraska. Is that in your ward, Nebraska? I see that. You don't know? There was a house tore down there today, completely tore down, the foundation and everything. 2 meetings ago you told me they weren't going to do that anymore. But they're doing it in certain areas, not our area. You know I've been complaining about it over and over again. All we want to do is be treated right, and we're not being treated right. And that money you're taking out of the ARPA fund to pay people's water bills is insane. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to a lot of people. Make these people who aren't paying pay or shut their goddamn water off. Thank you.
Next public speaker, Madam Clerk.
The final speaker for this meeting is Beverly Biggs Levy.
Hi, my name is Beverly Biggs Levy. I'm running for the 3rd Ward City Council seat, and I still want to play something.
No. And people have this perception of Flint River water as being this awful source of water. It's not awful, because you can drink it. It can be used for human consumption, for drinking and bathing alike, and this water is safe. How's the water? It tastes fresh, actually. The rates are too high now. We all know that. But we have options. And this is one of the options. Can we drink our own?
So state appointed emergency managers in Flint.
And our mayor say our water is good. Knowing that this water is no good, why can't we have this water tested again? That's my point there. It's a lawsuit out. You want to go in the closet and talk about it. But it's over with after July 1st. And I don't blame you, Tanya. I'm glad you didn't go in a closed session. And Candace was really trying to get you to go. Candace, wake up. Smell the coffee. Your mayor is a liar. And we got to keep saying he's a liar. This water is not safe. It's not good. It tastes a little, Come on now. We as the people got to wake up. Y'all silly five is what it is, silly five. You'll go to hell for this mayor, and this mayor is no good. And you know it. Anybody that vote for him for 2026 will be crazy. You guys are only trying to get some money in your pocket. You don't care about us. You don't care about the city. You don't care about the roads, potholes everywhere. Today was the first day in 8-9 years that I've seen somebody cleaning the streets. We had three things come down Philadelphia, cleaning the streets. You don't even cut your branches off in the wintertime because you don't care. But it's election time, And by it being election time, you want to do everything in your power to keep in that seat. You guys better wake up. Our mayor is a liar. First Ward is a liar. Second Ward, Third Ward, Fourth Ward, and the 7th. Y'all better wake up and smell the coffee, because it's time to wake up Flint to get stuff right. This is not right for our city.
Madam Clerk, you said that was the final public speaker.
That's correct.
All right, seeing as how that's the final public speaker, it is now time for council response. Is there any council member who would like to speak during council response?
Madam Chair.
Councilwoman in the 4th Ward.
Mr. Peachy, that house, I just looked it up, and it said it was funded, where the last time I had looked it up, it was not. So I went to the Land Bank's website, and it was added to the demolition list, and it's supposed to come down this summer. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak during council response?
Hold our arms. Madam Chair.
Councilwoman Burns.
Thank you. Thank you to all the speakers. Madam Clerk, I would like to send a referral to you through the law department. I would like to have, because there was homes that were torn down where the police and fire training facility is supposed to go. There's a list. I would like a list of all contractors who have demoed structures and homes and buildings that have been paid since 2020. Homes now, we have a list where we bought homes from the city. We approved homes that were bought from the land bank that were known homes tagged with red asbestos that have been torn down. I would like the list of all contractors who have done demolitions, because there was some clearly NESHAP issues. And one of the reasons why we need to do it, because we know that asbestos and the particles remain inside of the lungs. It's something that is serious. And when we have contractors, and we don't know who's doing it, but we do know that asbestos fibers that become trapped in the lungs and digestive tract over time, these fibers irritate scar tissue, leading into irreversible respiratory diseases, lung cancer, mesothelioma. The primary health effects of asbestos exposure includes a chronic progressive lung disease. Inhaled fibers cause fibrosis, severe scarring, thinning of the lung tissue, pleural disease. Asbestos thins the layer of the I don't even know what that one is. Mesothelioma, we've seen those commercials, a rare and aggressive form of cancer that affects the lining of the lungs, chest cavity, and abdomen. And lung cancer. So I would like a referral for all since 2020 contractors who have torn down homes, because those homes were tagged red with asbestos.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak during council response? Seeing as how there is no one else who wishes to speak during council response, I'll go ahead and take my time and say that anyone elected to any office who does not do their due diligence and get all information but yet think they can make a decision would be sadly mistaken. With that being said, it is now time to move into our special order discussion item, and that is 260240 on your resolution. Discussion item 3M DuPont lawsuit settlement. A discussion item as requested by 6th Ward Council Member Burns for a 20-minute discussion about the $14 billion 3M DuPont lawsuit settlement. Councilwoman Burns.
I think she's got the clock. She's got it on too. Okay. All right. Thank you. Ready? We good? Okay. All right. Thank you. First, can you state your name?
Yes. Good evening, Council. My name is Rob Huth. I'm a municipal attorney here in Metro Detroit. Our firm represents, in some capacity, 35 communities here.
Okay. And so one of the reasons why you're here is because of the 3M DuPont settlement, and Flint was asked to be a part of 22, I think there's 22 communities which are joining it. And we did vote June 8th, I believe that was unanimous in our consent agenda, to approve for Flint to be added, but it has not been added. Can you tell us what the lawsuit what is the lawsuit, and what does it do for Flint?
Sure. And I'll first say that I've been a part of this for each of the 22 communities that you referenced that have considered this. There's a couple more that are going to meet. Nobody said no. Nobody's voted against it. But I understand Flint's history with water. I understand your concern about litigation. And let's try to clear up some issues. So if you go to closed session, you have concerns, you have a very well-known and competent city attorney. She can answer those questions. I can sit here. If you have questions for me, I can come out. But let me start with some good news, and then I'm going to give you some more good news. Your water has been tested already. It has no PFAS. Okay? There are none. Only 2 communities, and they were Gliwa, turned up with PFAS. You're not one of them. So you're probably asking, if we don't have PFAS, what's this litigation about? The litigation is about that when the water was drawn into the system from either Lake Huron or the Detroit River, it contained PFAS. And these 2 defendants, 3M and DuPont, had this forever chemical in their firefighting foam. It had ended up in our water supply. Great Lakes Water Authority and other entities had to spend money to remove it. And the Great Lakes Water Authority authorized this litigation because what's happened is when Great Lakes Water Authority removed the PFAS to give you clean water, it incurred a cost to your residents. So Great Lakes Water Authority is saying, if you want to join this litigation, the money that comes into your community is not going to Great Lakes Water Authority, it's going right directly to the Flint residents. So you're getting reimbursed for an expense you've already paid to give you water that right now is clean. So good news is you're in good shape, your water's clear, there are no PFAS. The better news is you're getting reimbursed for all the money you spent to get to this point.
When was our water tested? Do you have the year?
Within the year? Yes. Do I have a year? I do not.
Okay. My other question, what is the potential recovery for Flint residents?
Well, lawyers are not allowed to say you're going to get, so we're going to say what it looks like you're going to get is between 1.3 million and 5.2 million.
Okay, now are these restricted funds or unrestricted funds?
Well, right. You may have been one of the communities that opted in on the opioid class action, and I represented some on those. With that opioid money, you had to account to the Attorney General. You had to use it for just specific purposes, and it was spread out over a number of years. This is different than that. The money comes in and can be used for any purpose. If you opt in, there's a W-9 from the entity that purchased the water. So I'm not clear whether or not it's your general fund or your enterprise fund in Flint. But whatever fund purchased the water gets the money from the settlement. 80% of those funds are paid within the next 3 years, starting in the first quarter of January 2027. So no strings attached. Use it to upgrade your system or serve your residents the way you see fit.
Okay. And are there any strings attached to the money?
Well, the only restriction is you have to opt in, and you have to do a couple things to opt in. You have to retain counsel, and you have to provide a W-9. Then you're in. And you may have heard some communities that are trying to do it on their own, none are here in Michigan, and some that haven't turned out well outside of the state of Michigan. So once you retain counsel, and this counsel gives a W-9, that's the string that's attached. You're in the lawsuit. But in terms of what you do with the funds, it's your money to do as you see fit to serve your residents.
So will we owe anything? Are there any costs associated with this?
Right. So this is a contingency matter. That means that the lawyers representing you are going to get paid a fee if you recover. If you don't recover, the lawyers representing you are advancing all the costs to get you to where you are. And if there's no recovery, you do not owe the lawyers anything. If there is a recovery, 8% of the fee recovery goes to the United States Class Action Fund. 25% of the recovery goes to the lawyers.
Okay. So we have a deadline of July 1st. What will happen if we don't meet that deadline?
If you fail to meet that deadline, you could scramble to try to get a claim in by the end of July. But there's going to be continued testing between now and 2030 of the source water. And if it detects PFAS levels different that they will within the next week, the communities that opt in by July 1 are going to be eligible for increased compensation. If you opt in by July 30, that is not available for you.
So is there ongoing testing with this water as a part of the settlement? Will they be testing our water?
They'll be testing on water, not at your faucet here in Flint. You've passed the test already. The ongoing testing is going to be all the water's drawn in before it goes to Gliwa to be treated. So your sources here for that are Lake Huron and Detroit River.
Lake Huron, Detroit River. And what are the other communities that have already opted in? So we have 22 communities that have opted in. What are the other 22 communities, with Flint being the only one that has not opted in?
The ones that have opted in that are, larger, like the city of Flint, Detroit, Warren, Sterling Heights, Dearborn, Clinton Township, Livonia, Canton, Macomb Township, Westland, Pontiac. Actually, when I say 22, it's those that have been assigned to me. There's actually 62 total the Gliwa that have been opted in that I have not had a role in.
So there are 62 who have opted in. 22 is what your firm has.
Yes, ma'am.
And Flint has not.
Well, the council took action. It sounds like the administration has concerns. That's what they do. They should have concerns about anything that you get involved with, so I don't see an issue with that. But once those concerns are answered, I'm hoping if you decide to move forward that you provide the 2 documents necessary to make your claim.
So there are 2 documents. What are those 2 documents? The W-9?
A W-9 and sign the fee agreement that authorizes the firm to represent you.
So does Flint have anything to lose? Because it sounds like opt in, we have nothing to lose.
Look, I am not aware of anything that you have to lose. The community that I live in, the community I grew up in, City of Warren, I live in Shelby Township, Harrison Township. These are places that I'm the city attorney for. Those have all opted in. I am not aware of any possible downside. If council has things that she can tell you about, you should listen, but I will also sit here and you can call me in. The council will tell you that's appropriate, or you can come out and ask me questions. I am not aware of a single downside to you getting into this litigation.
Okay, and I know my colleagues may have some questions. I wanted this to be transparent. When did you first submit this to other communities, like Flint? When did you first submit this to Flint?
I think I did it. I'm going by recollection without notes, but I think within the last month, everybody got it in the same 2 or 3 days from me.
Okay. Well, I'm going to yield the floor because my colleagues may have some questions.
Is there anyone who would like the floor at this time?
Through the chair. I can go after council if there are council members, but there are just a couple of questions that I need for Attorney Huth to resolve here. So,
thank you. Are there any council members who would like the floor at this time? No? All right. Then I will go ahead and take some time. So you are saying that it is possible for us to opt in without an attorney. And the reason that I asked, without an outside attorney, and the reason that I asked that question is because, and even though the water settlement has absolutely nothing to do with the Flint City Council, we have watched residents who were not given settlement money, still have not been given settlement money, yet we have had lawyers who have been awarded money, not only the original money they were awarded, but then also interest money that they're awarded. And so obviously you're standing here wanting to represent us. You're saying that other municipalities have opted out and opted to use their own attorneys.
I apologize. I'm not aware of any that did that.
You said outside of the state of Michigan were your words.
Yes, there was a community in New York that prepared an initial claim and then came to this group that I'm with. Their initial claim was for $400,000. It wasn't submitted. They retained counsel, and the claim ended up being for $4.5 million. Because there's a great deal of depth that goes into filing a class action case. So it's not unlike anything. Somebody that's in a car accident doesn't have to retain a lawyer to have representation or a trial. I'm not saying that it is prohibited. I'm just saying it's not the best way forward.
As the attorney that wants to represent us, I understand why that is.
That's fair.
I understand why you think that's not the best way forward. Completely.
That's fair.
But what I will say, again, because I think when Councilwoman Burns was asking about attorneys and attorneys' fees, how much did you say that your fee would be?
My fee, along with the co-counsel, would be 25% of the recovery. 8% would also come off of your, before it gets to you, to go to the class action fund that the judge has ordered.
So we're looking at 33%
Yes,
already gone from us before we even see it. And do you know exactly how much money we are looking at as a municipality?
That you could get, you mean?
Yes.
You could get nothing, right? Because that's the way litigation is. But your projected payout is between 1.3 million and 5.2 million.
So between 1.3 and 1.5?
No, 1.3 and 5.2.
1.3 and 5.2, and that is based on what?
Well, what happened is they're on the verge of starting a trial against 3M and DuPont. And those two companies said, you know what, we don't want to litigate this issue. We want to settle we want to settle with all the water systems in the country. So they put $14 billion into a fund, and there's going to be a grid when they figure out who's all in that assigns how much each municipality gets based primarily on two factors: how many users you have and what the testing comes back from the source.
But the 1.3 is guaranteed?
No.
It is not guaranteed.
I'm going to tell you, ethically, lawyers cannot come up here and guarantee that you're going to get something.
So we have between 0 and 5.2.
That's right.
Not 1.3, but 0 and 5.2.
I said the likely payout is 1.3 to 5.2. If you decide not to move forward, I can still tell you what you would have got.
And again, you said that it's coming from the source because obviously by the time the water gets here, it is, as we are told, already treated.
That's correct.
Correct. And so, and it's based off of the source, and off that source, however many municipalities are connected to that source is what's going to be the dividing factor for how much we would get, correct?
No, I didn't explain that well enough then. The dividing factor is going to be how many users are in the municipality, because all the municipalities are going to get applied to at the same number in terms of what the contamination number is at the source, because everybody's getting this from the same spot.
And so you said it's already been tested.
Today, I haven't been back over that way. I will be going back over that way later on tonight. But it shouldn't take that long, even if they went out and just put out orange cones. They took and responded pretty good over on Brownell when that happened, which I appreciated that. We should respond the same way on the north side in some of the more desolate areas. It should be the same type of response. Sidewalks, you know, we out there walking. It's a shame when you see sidewalks that ain't sidewalks, they grass. I almost fell in a hole yesterday on one of the lots that's supposed to be a sidewalk and it's actually grass. Thank God I have some agility and can hold myself up and keep from falling. Trees, we did ask about the trees. In the trees, there's a tree program that I would like to get more information on with getting the trees removed. There's a house that was on McClellan that had a power line that was down, that was sparking and about to catch fire. Consumer Powers would not come out with the response of the residents. They had to call for the fire department to come out, and we all were standing out there watching the sparks come off of this line before they could call consumers, and consumers would come out there. That should not happen. I don't know what kind of interaction the city has directly with consumers, but consumers was out of order. We should not have had to call the fire department to come out there to get them. If you telling them that there's a line with sparks on it, we was afraid the woman's house was gonna catch on fire. They had to come out and replace the lines out there at her house. That was a couple of weeks ago. And they were concerned because of the trees blocking the power lines. That was a big issue for them. So that's why I'm saying, we need just this program or something, whatever it is with the trees, with helping to get some trees removed and taken care of. Opioid epidemic, did we fall asleep on it? Because I don't hear nobody talking about it since all that money went out. Young lady just overdosed at the hotel today at Travel Inn about an hour or two ago. She just overdosed and had a heart attack. It's all on Facebook. We got to keep that going. If they got that money, let's hold those people accountable who got that money for the opioid epidemic, because the problem is still out there. And I'm going to say this, let's take care of these unsolved murders. Justice for Trinity and justice for Tahari. Get it done, Flint City Police. Get some arrests done.
The next speaker is Melissa Zaremski.
Hi, my name is Melissa Zaremski. I live in the 1st Ward. Yeah, I come down here when I can because sometimes my son, he doesn't act right. We don't need no data centers, because I'll tell you what, that data center, if they put it in Flint, I know where it's going to go, and that's not only going to be a mile from my house. And when people complain about the loud noise, I love sitting in my backyard. I love enjoying outside. You put that in my backyard, basically? Who's going to sit outside? Is that your guys' way to get everybody out of the north side? Possibly the east side? I don't know. I was really hoping that Leon was going to be here, but he's a coward. He's not a man. He's a little boy, but in a man's body. Liddell Lewis, I really wish she was here too, because I seen her little speak at the county jail today. Yeah, the county jail, they really need to broadcast city council meetings so that way they could see how city council behaves and acts. They would learn quite a bit. They would know that Liddell has, put down people on due to pump 5, saying that she didn't wear a shop vac on her back, because people had shit in their basement. Called people janky because she lost to Maryland. I mean, besides going after some men and whatnot, and the mayor, he's not doing nothing. It's disgusting. When that 9-year-old little girl, Tahari, sat there and got killed in her bed at night, they went on with Mother's Day without doing no press conference. Are you serious? They wait till after Mother's Day. To me, that's a slap in the motherfucking face. Excuse my language. But no, you don't do that. What kind of mayor does that? No, when that shooting happened, he should have been right there doing that press conference, just like he's doing these press conferences every freaking day. And his wife needs to get the fuck out of that seat too, because she has not done nothing for Flint. But she did ask for a $25 million ghost 501c3 money? But she had no problem asking for that. What is she doing for Flint? Seriously, people, y'all got to start paying attention, As God has always taught me, watch what one says and watch what one does. Just like the orange clown that's frickin' in the frickin' White House, okay? Y'all put in a fucking pedophile rapist, but hey, we have a bunch of DEI people at top-notch jobs that shouldn't be there. That is what you call DEI, because none of them frickin' earn those positions. I All right, I'm done. Thank you.
The next speaker is Rich Jones.
How y'all doing today? Just a small reminder. I don't know how to go with this because I shouldn't even be up here on this. But I'm gonna go for here. I've been walking around and I've been talking to people and I've been letting them know to get ready to lift their voices because we gotta stand up and demand that y'all stand up and y'all fight and y'all demand that Ashley Capital put 3,000 jobs on that Buick City work site. Everybody do a lot of talking about rebuilding Flint, helping Flint, we gonna this Flint. And then we can go to we need more police, we need more investigators, we need more this, we need more that. The revenue from them jobs would solve some of them problems. The sad part about it is it's gonna take a process. And in the near future, because the residents overwhelmingly support having those jobs come to this city and express the need of those jobs to improve the quality of life for this city. And when that time comes, you're gonna say, Flint, they don't got the workers to fill 3,000 jobs. I got an answer for that too. Because I know it's coming. Because you like to give excuses or repeat excuses that were told to be given to the residents. But we're ready for that. And another one, in which that shouldn't come up, but there is businesses that can go on that land that will provide those jobs. We shouldn't even be talking about putting anything on Buick property that ain't gonna bring 3,000 jobs. If Councilman Murphy was here, if Councilman Mays was here, I would be standing behind them. And one of them would have had it put in writing by now. Or it should have been put in writing when that promise was made, when they was given that even before they was given the $72 million tax amendment, that promise was made. Y'all need to put something down to make sure that promise is kept. Thank you.
That was the last speaker, Madam Clerk?
No, ma'am.
No, okay, I thought that was. Sorry. No, I thought that's what she said.
The final public comment today comes from Mr. Charles Blackwell, pursuant to the Michigan Persons with Disabilities Civil Rights Act. Mr. Blackwell writes, "Good evening. Councilman El Alamin should resign office after being charged with election fraud. Let's also not forget his domestic violence charges." And that is the end of Mr. Blackwell's comment.
Thank you. It is now time for council response.
Madam Chair.
Can I finish this?
Yeah.
Council members may respond once to all public speakers, only after all public speakers have spoken. An individual council member's response shall be limited to 2 minutes. Councilwoman Burns.
Thank you. Through you to the city, Madam Clerk and Madam Attorney, for Liberty Bell, could we have a resolution prepared for special affairs for Liberty Bell for her property? I can email the information to do all things necessary. 2024, she actually paid for this property. She showed me in the back the cashier's check, and the city received it and 2024. So if we can have a resolution, do all things necessary to transfer ownership of that property back to her. Because, and also, in addition, she does not have running water with children. What kind of despicable person would stop her from getting water? And she has 3 children and a baby. We have to do better with this city. This is ridiculous. Also, I want to state this. I was on a call with the Michigan Liquor Control. Flint is only slated to have about 105 liquor licenses. We have about 160. Cheers was closed down because it was a nuisance, because there were gunshots, homicides, drugs, illegal alcohol sales, illegal tobacco sales, you name it, it happened. Now somehow they were granted, despite the church rule, the church school rule, they were granted to give a special license to sell liquor again. We got more liquor stores than schools, than playgrounds, than books, than grocery stores. And so we need to be aware of this, that it's not acceptable, that the only thing we get in jobs is liquor stores. We don't need another liquor store. You can drive 1 minute down the street and hit 2 or 3 of them. You can walk down and get 5. You can go to the east and you can hit one where they will serve you liquor. The community over there, Glendale's Hills and Mott Park, do not want it. It took 5-6 years. It was closed down in 2022. We need Chief Green to keep his promises, because promises are not kept in the city of Flint.
Madam Chair.
Councilwoman of the 7th Ward.
Madam Chair.
Councilwoman of the 7th
Right,
Ward.
Councilwoman Burns, it's already going to be on special affairs. I've already talked to the attorney and the city clerk. I had actually been trying to catch up with the clerk to get it on today, but I wasn't able to get in contact with her. And then the internet is out once again here at City Hall. We keep having internet issues. This is a regular occurrence now that we are paying a company for internet, and the internet keeps going down every time we turn around. So that is something that I would like to put on it for a discussion item for our next Governmental Operations Committee meeting. So not this one that we're about to have, but the very next one, Madam Clerk. But yes, I did have a chance to speak with Ms. Bell. I also spoke with Councilman Alameen. He has been calling on your behalf, Ms. Bell. He has been trying to get it done. I spoke with Mr. Menifee as well after I spoke with Councilman Alameen, and Mr. Menifee has made it clear that he had also already been trying to send it down and get it approved. So I did talk to, so both of them they're telling you the truth. They've been advocating strongly on your behalf. There is a resolution, but it has to get approved by the city attorney. And again, we did not have internet, so she's not been able to even take a look at it. When I spoke with her earlier, right before the meeting, she said that she's going to do her best to go ahead and vet it out by Monday for special affairs, and the clerk is already aware that we do want it on special affairs, so that is taken care of.
Anyone else?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Madam Chair.
Go ahead.
I just want to point out that Ms. Bell paid for the property in 2024, and it's going to take a resolution from City Council in the end of 2026 for this lackluster administration to get off their ass and actually submit and do the paperwork that they should have done in 2024. It's a shame, and it's a shame that we have to go through the process to get a resolution to do all things necessary to get Miss Bell her property that is due and paid for. It's a damn shame. Damn shame.
Are you through? Thank you. Anyone else?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead.
Sister Muhammad, they do have the tree program that they did extend out for another week to Friday. Can I get the program? I can. I have some in my car. So they have the seniors, 65 and up, the 50/50 tree removal, and then they have the grant fund. All right. And then they can also get them at the front desk down here at City Hall, but they are due by Friday.
It's also online.
This Friday. And they're also
it's no
online.
back and forth, though.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Very simple,
Yep,
and
so-
you can do it online.
Yes.
Yeah. Anybody else? Seeing none, I'll take my time. Ms. Bell, I honestly thought we had, when I heard about your issue today, and when you spoke up, I thought, didn't we sell you that house? I honestly, that's why I was going to say, didn't we check? And I'm sorry, because I know that there was an issue with your property.
It's a purchase agreement. It's just
All right, we can't do it back and forth, but that's okay. All right, but we'll get it done. We'll get it done. Regarding the tree removal property, there is a link on the top of the face of the city's website that says online services, and if you scroll down, you will find the tree removal program is listed. I filled out an online form yesterday for one of my constituents. It took me 3 minutes, if that. That was logging on to the website, finding the link, and filling it out for her. Very quick and easy, but she also does not qualify for the HOPE program, so maybe it's a little bit more involved, but if they're already approved for the HOPE program, I would assume that that's different. And that's it. Thank you very much for all the public speakers who spoke today. It is now time for the consent agenda. I'll entertain a motion.
Madam Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Is there support? Supported by moved by the councilwoman in the 7th ward, supported by the councilman in the 8th ward. Are there any separations?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're going to separate these add-ons.
Okay.
Then I would also, you know what? That's it for me. Thank
Okay.
you.
Add-ons are separated. Mr. Pfeiffer?
I'm going to separate 260243.
Okay.
024.
Is that it?
That's it.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Any other separations? Hearing none, the consent agenda will consist of the following resolutions. 260222, accept for fiscal year 26 a one-time enhancement grant from Michigan Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity for improvements to the Haskell Community Center. 260242, grant acceptance for the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services for lead education and amend the 25-26 budget to accommodate the funds. And 260244, Motorola Solutions Incorporated 5 M2 panel mock alert for the 5 Flint fire stations. Madam Clerk, roll call.
Mr. Alamin is not in. Dr. Lewis is not in. Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
Ms. Winfrey Carter is not in. Ms. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Mashat?
Yes.
Mr. Pfeiffer?
Yes.
Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
The vote is 6 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 6 yes, 0 no. Those will be sent to council. Our first separation is 260243.
Madam Chair,
Go ahead.
I'd like to make a motion to send 260243, which is to approve LNC EMS Consulting LLC Ambulance Consultant Flint Fire Department to council.
There's a motion on the floor by the councilwoman in the 7th ward to send 260243 to council. Is there support?
Support.
Supported by the councilwoman in the 3rd ward. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair,
Go ahead, Mr. Pfeiffer.
is there anybody to speak to this? Is there anybody here to speak to this?
Is there anyone from the police, from the fire department who can speak on this resolution?
Okay, make a motion to leave it here.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor by the councilman in the 8th ward, supported by the councilwoman in the 7th ward to leave resolution 260243 in finance. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Dr. Lewis is not in. Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
Ms. Winfrey Carter is not in. Ms. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Mashat?
Yes.
Mr. Pfeiffer?
Yes.
Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
Mr. Alamin is not in. The vote is 6 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 6 yes, 0 no. That will remain in finance. Our next separation is add-on number 1, which is a resolution to approve a $25,000 sub-recipient agreement with Soberhood for opioid remediation services. I'll entertain a motion.
Madam Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
Make a motion to send this resolution to council.
There's a motion on the floor by the council in the 7th Ward to send resolution add-on 1 to council. Is there support?
Support.
There's supported by the councilwoman in the 3rd Ward. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair,
Go ahead.
is there anyone here to speak to this?
Oh, perfect.
Please come forward to address this.
Can you have them introduce themselves? 'Cause I don't
Yes,
know who the other person is.
please introduce yourselves.
I'm Jocelyn Millender, founder and executive director of Soberhood.
Can you pull
Bring
the
it down.
microphone down?
Jocelyn Millender, founder and executive director of Soberhood.
Thank
Great. Nice to meet you. What accreditations or certifications do you have for opioid abuse?
I'm currently going through the process of becoming a recovery community organization, and I have partnerships with other recovery community organizations as well.
Because I see, we just got this, and I see that you just started this nonprofit in October?
Yes, I have, but I've been doing this work for the last several years. I also was the executive director of Beauty for Ashes, which was, they were looking to dissolve because of financial difficulties. I'm also a local area minister, and I serve in our community doing outreach as well.
Great. What, see, here's my problem. These are limited funds that are basically once in a lifetime, and because you only started and you have no past track record in what results we can define, or what expectations we can expect to receive, I don't see how I can vote for this, given that it's basically a startup nonprofit for opioid, and when we have proven partners in the community that have results and can define expectations and metrics that we can expect to receive from these dollars. Did you have any kind of proposal that you submitted?
I did submit a proposal. While
So
Soberhood.
hold on one second. So can we get a copy of that proposal? And when can we get that proposal? Because if this nonprofit is brand new, and I'm thinking that this is probably the first public dollars that they've received, I would assume that at least the first public dollars that the city has given, that we would be overloaded with information on the vetting purposes and to make sure that these dollars are spent accordingly. When can we get that proposal, sir?
And I can follow the regular process to get you a copy of the proposal. Yeah.
When did she submit?
What is the regular process? Can you update can you refresh my memory on that?
Yeah, through the city administrator.
Okay, so we'll make that, Madam Clerk, can you make that recommendation or that referral to Mr. Edwards to get a copy of that, and then that'll trickle down in the next month or so. With that being said, I will yield the floor to see what my other colleagues have to say, but at this time, I'm a no on this until we can get the proper information to vet accordingly. Thank you.
Madam Chair.
Go ahead.
Hi. So I think the work that you're trying to do is certainly commendable. I do agree with my colleague with wanting to see the proposal before we vote on this. Also, is there maybe someone that you can kind of come under their umbrella who has a track record of this work that's maybe willing to take these dollars in and kind of coach you through using them? Do you have someone that could possibly?
Well, this is not the first time that I've been funded. So I was funded through the Flint Recast, and I am working with the Neighborhood Engagement Organization as a fiduciary for my other grant that I received. I also received funding from some other credit union. It escapes me now at the moment.
You said you received recast grant from the city?
Yes,
When was that?
3 months ago.
3 months ago. Was this your first grant from the city, or?
From the city through recast, yes. Like I said, although Soberhood is new as a organization, I have been doing this work and have a proven track record with my work through Beauty for Ashes and my local church.
So what I'm going to do, because I do not want this to fail, and I want you to be able to bring all of that to us, because we do not have those kind of things in front of us now. So if we can get the proposal that you have, the plan that you have, and then also if you can get us like that information with the recast grant, as well as maybe just some of your metrics for that, I think that'll help with you having a stronger case for us expending opioid dollars for this. So what I want to do, again, because I do not want this to fail today, I'm going to make a motion to leave this here in committee. And what that means is then our next committee, it'll come up, you'll be able to come before us again. And I can, even if you like, I can make sure that we maybe carve out 5-10 minutes or so for you to do a presentation as well.
I would prefer
so that
to
we
do
can familiarize ourselves with you.
Yes, I would prefer to do a presentation because, like I said, I definitely once a month I go out into the regencies. I go to the travel in. I do service. We provide over 300 lunches, hygiene bags, clothes, resources as well. We do several different things. The Sober House is just now becoming a hub for resources and the programming that I'm desiring to do in that local facility.
Yeah.
But we do work not just isolated by ourselves, but we also work with several different organizations within the city.
No, that's perfect. And so that's the kind of stuff that like we would kind of want in a presentation. And so what we'll do, Madam Clerk, is if we could have a presentation, like 5 minutes or so. I'm sorry, Madam Chair, is that okay? I just realized we're in finance. I'm sorry, Madam Chair.
A 5-minute.
Well, 5 minutes being, we'll do like 7, kind of just give her some time.
Let's just do 10.
You want to do 10? That's fine.
We'll do a 10-minute.
Next finance.
Yep, I'll order that.
Yep, and so with that said, I would like to make a motion to leave this resolution here in finance.
I do have some documentation that I do hand out currently. Is that okay?
You can hand that to the clerk and she'll make sure we get it. Madam Chair, I made a motion and the councilman in the 8th ward supported it. Okay.
So the motion, go ahead, you can give it to the clerk now. The motion is made from Councilwoman in the 7th ward, supported by the councilman in the 8th ward, to leave add-on number 1 in finance. And there will be a 10-minute discussion item to learn about Soberhood.
Can you let her know because I want her to keep standing there?
Oh, you can sit down.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. This is the roll call vote.
Was there support for the motion?
Yes, by the councilman in the 8th ward.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
Ms. Winfrey Carter is absent. Ms. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Mashat?
Yes.
Mr. Pfeiffer?
Yes.
Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
Mr. Alamin is absent. Dr. Lewis is absent. The vote is 6 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 6 yes, 0 no. That will remain in finance. Our next resolution and final one is add-on number 2, which is the resolution to approve a lease agreement between the City of Flint and Genesee County for the 67-5 District Court office space. I will
Madam Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to make a motion to send add-on number 2 to council.
There's a motion on the floor to send add-on number 2 to council from the councilwoman in the 7th ward. Is there support?
Support.
Supported by the councilwoman in the 3rd ward. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead.
Through you to the city attorney. Attorney Sparrow, can you tell us what this lease is for? Was it court 67-5 district court space?
Yep. The city law department, since the merger of the two court systems, the 68th and the 67th, we've had an office over in the district court which allows us to prosecute the city's ordinances, the misdemeanor ordinances we prosecute over there, and this lease is to maintain that space. When the courts combined, the city was required to pay a great deal, not a great deal of money, but a significant amount of money to keep the funding for our portion of that court going. As of the end of 2025, the county has now wholly taken that over, and we need to pay them for a lease to keep the office space, basically. It's very beneficial financially. We've gone from making several $100,000 payments per year to about $7,000 a year.
And so the office space will be,
For me.
well, I know you're there all the time, and it's over there,
Yes, correct, yeah.
not here.
No, correct. And
Okay.
the reason it's over there is because that's where everything takes place with the prosecution of all the misdemeanors.
Okay, and this is in the sum of 643,000? No.
No. This
What's
is
the amount?
$750 a month.
$750 a month.
Yeah.
And it's for you, so you'll do most of your work out of there then? Well, you're there.
Correct. Well, I am there and I'm here, but there's actually workstations for 3 attorneys over there because we have 4 courts. The city has 4 courts: Judge Marable, Judge Crawford, Judge Gwynn, and Judge Marsh. Those are all city-appointed attorneys. These are all courts we have to prosecute the city's ordinances in, and so we have to have a presence in the building to do this.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other discussion?
Madam Chair,
Go ahead.
I guess I'm wondering, to Ms. Burns' point, why don't we have a total dollar amount specified? It's what?
It says 750. You're talking about it just spelled out in here.
Yeah, why isn't it spelled
It
out?
should be in here.
And then what, and then
It just says the total.
how come we don't have what account it's coming out of or anything? Like, these are minor things, but it seems like that should, before we have it, shouldn't we say what account it's coming out of at a minimum? I have no idea. Through you to Mr. Moore. To Mr. Moore?
Mr. Moore.
Mr. Moore.
RL, will you please sit down? Mr. Moore.
Can I get my time back?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Moore,
Yes.
please.
Mr. Moore.
Yeah, yeah.
Because of go ahead and reset his time to 3:50.
What's that old man?
3:50. Is that all right? Mr.
Yeah, that's fine, that's
Okay.
fine. Mr. Moore, shouldn't we have a account number associated with this and a total dollar value?
You're talking about the rent for the...
For for Tom's office space.
I can get you for that in a couple of minutes. I don't know that off the top of my head.
Okay. So, isn't it standard practice to have that on the resolution or no? I feel like it is. I feel like all spending resolutions have the account and the dollar value.
It's not necessarily required. The way we budget, if you think about how we budget...
Pause this time. Can I ask the people at the back of the room to please keep it down? We are having trouble hearing. Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you.
If you think about the way we budget, we separate between wages and basically everything else. And so we'll make sure that gets assigned the right account number. But what it is off the top of my head, I'd have to go back and look at that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And even though I think that, through you, Madam Chair, to our attorney, can you specifically tell us, besides the benefit of you getting steps walking from here to there every day, can you get into more depth on what would be the benefit and how you can work more effectively over there versus here?
Certainly. The city has approximately 6,000 misdemeanor cases. Every Monday, all 4 of the courts have probably, I'd say, 45 to 50 cases apiece, which are city cases that have to be prosecuted. it would be hopelessly unrealistic to expect us to take 50 files per person and walk them over there and then sit on a bench out in the hall and meet with the defendants and defense attorneys to try to, to try to work the cases out and work on a plea deal. So we have an office space over there that allows us to meet with the attorneys. It allows us to keep files over there. We have workstations there. We can access our computer systems there. And then when we have a trial, we have a place to go to prepare the materials for a trial. We have a place to bring the victims into and the witnesses to talk to. So, I mean, for a prosecutor to try to conduct a prosecution without an office is virtually impossible.
And you don't want to get your steps in.
No, I get my steps in. I promise. I do get my steps in. I run up and down the hall. So, but yeah.
How do you? So I'm assuming you were involved in this. How did we come up with the dollar value?
The dollar value is what the county said they'll rent us the space for. I assume that they gave us a fair market value. I didn't check on it, but I mean, it's certainly, if you look at what happened previously when the courts were consolidated, we were literally paying hundreds of thousands of dollars a year for the operations of that court. Now the county has really, I believe, graciously absorbed the cost of this, but they want to charge us rent. So we've gone from payments of $200,000 and $300,000 a year down to $7,000 a year. So.
And that includes all utilities, right? So other than the internet. So.
Other than the internet, correct.
And do we know, is the internet currently paid for by the city, or we have to?
As of January 1st, we are paying the county for it. The county has sent us the bills because the former agreement expired. We are in the process of having Comcast hook up the new internet service.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, they'll definitely have better internet than us. So we might have to run along cable from Tom Sparrow's office over here to the. Yeah.
Any other discussion in the first round?
I'll make the amendment on Monday.
Any other discussion in the first round? Seeing none, I'm going to just take a couple of seconds and say that I have been in that office, and it's no great shakes. Did you ever get a new microwave?
No.
I offered to buy one. Bill told me no. So anyways.
This is a no-frills operation, I promise. There's no extra cushion. There's no padding over there. It's no frills.
It's really just a no brains. I think they have a coffee pot. No window. So, but I know how busy they are over there, and so I'm going to go ahead and support this as it is, and we'll talk about the microwave. Any discussion in the second round? Any discussion in the second round?
Madam Chair, real quick.
Okay.
Mr. Moore, can you get those account numbers for Monday? Yeah. Okay. If we just tell Mr. Moore to get those account numbers for Monday, and I'll make
Paul's back there.
Motion. I think he went down there to get it.
Here's Mr. Moore.
Oh.
Mr. Moore, do you have those account numbers?
Mr. Moore, do you have the account number? Oh, okay. I'm not gonna know.
Why don't he have his laptop?
It's not gonna work.
Tom, can you snag
No,
it?
the internet's back up. Yeah. So.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
I'm gonna make a motion today.
Excuse me.
RL.
RL.
You're out of order, buddy. You're out of order.
Go ahead.
I lost my Altiata. Madam Chair, I make a motion to add another section after the last whereas, to add another whereas the account that will pay these fees is 101.266.000 $1,940.000.
Is it better to have the whereas or the therefore have it come out of that account?
Either, I don't have an opinion on that, so.
Okay, there's motion on the floor to add an additional verbiage to include the account number. How about that? To add the account number that this rent is coming from? Would that be approved?
Sure, if you need to micromanage it to the,
I mean, I'm just saying.
no, it's fine.
Whereas the lease agreement, the Flint City Attorney's Office would have continued use of space on the first floor, $750 per month from January 1st extension, term $820 for second extension term as stated in the agreement, and then put the,
And shall be paid from account.
Sounds good, okay.
Number.
Yeah.
Do you have that?
I'm sorry, I didn't say it into the mic, but it's the whereas where it talks about under the lease agreement, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the seventh whereas. We're gonna just add it to the end of that, Madam Clerk.
Where it lists the monthly rent.
Yep.
And, I'm sorry, Mr. Favor, could you repeat the account number once
Yep.
again?
101-266-000-940-000. And I so move.
Support.
There's a motion on the floor to amend resolution add-on 2 to include the account number and the seventh whereas. And the account number is 101-266-200-940. That point.
No, point of order, no.
No? Do I have the wrong account
You
number?
have the wrong account number.
Okay, well, the account number that Mr. Pfeiffer read off, because I wrote it wrong. Is there support?
I supported it.
Oh, that's been supported by the councilwoman in the 7th Ward.
So this is the roll call. Ms. Priestley?
Yes?
Ms. Winfrey Carter is absent. Ms. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Mashat?
Yes.
Mr. Pfeiffer?
Yes.
Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
Mr. Alamin is absent. Dr. Lewis is absent. Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Vote is 6 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 6 yes, 0 no.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
make a motion to send add-on number 2.1 to council.
Yes. Motion is made by the councilman in the 8th Ward, supported by the councilwoman in the 7th Ward, to send on add-on number 2.1 to council. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Hearing none, this is the vote to send add-on 2.1 to council.
Ms. Winfrey Carter is absent. Ms. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Mashat?
Yes.
Mr. Pfeiffer?
Yes.
Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
Mr. Alamin is absent. Dr. Lewis is absent. Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
And vote is 6 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 6 yes, 0 no. There's a motion on the floor by the councilwoman in the 7th Ward, supported by the councilwoman in the 6th Ward, to adjourn.
Ms. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Mashat?
Yes.
Mr. Pfeiffer?
Yes.
Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
The vote is 6 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 6 yes, 0 no. We are adjourned at 6:02.
Dennis needs that.
No, we're not doing legislative.
You guys can fight over it.
We're not fighting.
Okay.
It's Dennis.
It's yours.
I think everybody has got an opportunity.
Yeah. Is there anyone wishing to fill out a speaker slip? Anyone that hasn't filled out a speaker slip that needs to fill out a speaker slip?
Government
Which one are
ops.
you doing? Legislative?
Government.
Oh, yeah. And you doing?
We're ready.
Okay.
All right.
She gotta go and get something.
The mayor, Tanya Burns.
What's that?
I got too many add-ons. I got another add-on. So
Why is there no doing that?
I love it.
I know not you, but
I know. Good. You know what? Do it. Make me go home.
What is that?
What is this? This is
Oh, Lord, they want us to read all of this. No worries, I can postpone this to the next meeting. Oh, wait, this is to move the license.
It is now 6:12, and I bring Government Operations Committee to order. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Mr. Alamin is not in. Dr. Lewis is not in. Ms. Johnson?
Present.
Ms. Priestley?
Present.
Ms. Winfrey Carter is not in. Ms. Burns?
Present.
Ms. Mashat? Mr. Pfeiffer?
Present.
Mr. Jarrett?
Present.
You have 6 members present.
6 members present. Reading of disorderly persons city code subsection. Any person that persists in disrupting this meeting will be in violation of Flint City Code section 31-10, disorderly conduct, assault and battery, and disorderly persons, and will be subject to arrest for a misdemeanor. Any person who prevents the peaceful and orderly conduct of any meeting will be given 1 warning. If they persist in disrupting the meeting, that individual will be subject to arrest. Violators will be removed from the meeting. Is there a request for agenda changes or additions?
Mr. Chair,
Madam Clerk?
this is legislative, right?
This is government ops.
Oh, government ops.
I see that we have 1 add-on.
Okay, so I did my stuff backwards because I thought we were doing legislative next.
Yep.
So I will bring mine to legislative, so you can go ahead.
Okay. Is there a request for agenda changes or additions?
Just the one should be a
Just the 1 add-on. Is there objection to adding it on? I will object because the administration had almost a month to get this done. Unless, Madam Clerk, was this a fault of your office?
No.
Okay, well then I am going to object on adding it on. So, Madam Clerk, roll call to add on number 1. Add-on 1 is the resolution approving the reappointment. To add it or not? I'm objecting.
So is someone making a motion to add it?
So I objected. So is there a motion to add on? Is there a motion to add on? Yeah. So when I objection, so now there's got to be a motion.
I brought it. The administration requested it.
Yeah. So is there a motion to add on number 1? Seeing none, that motion dies for lack of a second. Any other requests for agenda changes? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, first public speaker.
First speaker is R.L. Mitchell.
Hello, I'm R.L. Mitchell. About this new add-on, the liquor license, you see, 8th Ward councilman is going to work without any competition because all them liquor license, they call themselves getting away with robbing Flint, just like the sheriff across the street, charging us $350,000, $100,000 a year for you know what, as you heard. But in the meanwhile, I was at May Center 2 weeks ago, and the 2 trees fell down at the same time, and Miss Wiggins, who run the place, the chief wife, Wiggins, Fireman Wiggins, said, "Mitchell, was you here when them trees?" I said, "Yes, I heard it cracking when it." She said, "Mind if I take a picture of you?" And she took a picture of the big tree, and she was worried about getting the thing up. But I saw, Mr. Brown, he got a fleet of beings around here cutting down trees, getting away with a whole lot of money, like that little Christian fellow brought his little secretary up here and tried with the money they just spending. They ain't scared to use the money. But that dude named Charles Henry? Ed Taylor, always getting in. This is what I'm trying to say. I told Mr. Brown, there's a tree fell behind Mason, and I want you to, he said, I'll take a look at it. He looked at it, and it took him, he sent a man over there to cut it, but it took him, he said, I'll be back. 3 days to cut that tree down and cut it up. And then I seen him a few minutes ago coming in the building. I said, Brown, did you get paid? He said, yeah. I said, what? $25,000? He said, no. I said, well, $50,000. He was grinning, but that's what's going on with our funds. People scared to use it, but Mr. Brown, he stick around like him and Christian. They ain't scared to get paid with all the money sticking around, because Brown got paid good, whether you know it or not. I'd like you to question Mr. Brown, how much exactly did he get? Because Miss Wiggins had to write a check for him. Miss Wiggins, like she said, if you don't take that shirt off, Mr. Mitchell, I can't pay Mr. Brown. This shirt right here, and Mr. Brown is not like it sounds.
Mr. Mitchell, please address the city council.
Getting down with cutting down them trees because everybody in Flint act like they scared to spend the rest of the money because it's a time limit on this money. They treating us Flintstones like we ain't just okie dokies like that. Look at, see the council president and the vice president ain't saying nothing, going all behind his back. That lawyer right there already in cahoots with the people across the street. The sheriff gave our stuff, our business, to the county peoples, our digital bank account money, and everybody act like there ain't nothing but Gotham City like Batman. And using a drunken lawyer, look at him shaking his head, they trying to get up. Stay tuned, America. I allow Mr. to approve this message.
Next speaker is Nikisha Reed. Arthur Woodson. Beverly Biggs Levy. Liberty Bell. Audrey Young Muhammad. Melissa Zaremski. And final speaker for this meeting is Rich Jones.
Okay, being the end of public comments, we'll close that out. Council response, any member of council wish to address
Mr. Chair.
public speakers? Councilwoman in the 7th Ward.
Thank you. Just two things. I want to remind everyone that on Monday, July 27th, the location has been changed for the Special Affairs Committee meeting as well as the regular council meeting, and it's been changed due to early voting. So on Monday, July 27th, Special Affairs Committee meeting will convene at 4:30 p.m. It will convene in the Dome Auditorium, which is located at the basement level of Flint City Hall. Once again, Special Affairs Committee and regular council meeting will be held in this, that's normally held in the City Council chambers, will be held in the Dome Auditorium, which is the basement level at Flint City Hall, on this coming Monday, July 27th, due to early voting. So their meetings will still take place, but the venue has been changed because early voting will be taking place inside of the council chambers. So the Dome is where we will be holding the meetings on Monday, July 27th. I also want to remind residents that the private tree program has been extended until the end of this week. So you can apply to, if you have a private tree on your property, you can apply to the city to get that taken care of. You can go online and fill out the application. It is very quick, very brief application. They ask for very basic information. There are a couple of different programs. There is one specifically for seniors 65 and up as well. And so if you know anyone 65 and up and they have a private tree, let them know. For the rest of the residents, you can also apply 64 and under. You are able to apply to the private tree program as well.
Okay. Any other council members wish to respond to the public comment? Seeing none, we will move on to the consent agenda. Can I have a motion for the consent agenda?
Mr. Chair.
Councilwoman in the 7th Ward.
Motion to send the consent agenda to council.
Is there support? Supported by Councilwoman in the 4th Ward. Any separations? Any separations? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, roll call.
Mr. Alamin is not in. Dr. Lewis is not in. Ms. Johnson? Yes. Ms. Priestley? Yes. Ms. Winfrey Carter is not in. Ms. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Mashat?
Yes.
Mr. Pfeiffer?
Yes.
Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
The vote is 6 yes, 0 no.
6 yes, 0 no. Is there a motion to adjourn? So moved and supported by the made by the councilwoman in the 4th Ward, supported by the councilman in the 9th Ward. Madam Clerk, roll call.
Dr. Lewis is not in. Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley? Yes. Ms. Winfrey Carter is not in. Ms. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Mashat?
Yes.
Mr. Pfeiffer?
Yes.
Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
Mr. Alamin is not in. The vote is 6 yes, 0 no.
6 yes, 0 no. 6:22. We are adjourned.
Because nobody should have had to keep asking them to stop sending us stuff all blacked out.
Transparent, council people.
Exactly, we don't know.
Speak to the mic.
I'm not gonna keep doing that. I have no problem. Okay? I told you what I would go.
Y'all got the mics cut off. We the people got to hear what's going on.
The time is now. Is there anyone who wishes to fill out a speaker form who has not had an opportunity to? Seeing how there isn't anyone who needs to fill out a speaker form, Madam Clerk, the time is now 6:23 p.m. on Wednesday, July 22nd. I hereby call this legislative committee meeting to order. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Alamin is not in. Dr. Lewis is not in. Ms. Johnson? Yes. Ms. Priestley?
Present.
Ms. Winfrey Carter is not in. Ms. Burns?
Present.
Ms. Mashat?
Present.
Mr. Pfeiffer? Mr. Jarrett?
Present.
You have 6 members present.
We have 6 members present. It is now time for the reading of the Disorderly Person City Code subsection. Any person that persists in disrupting this meeting will be in violation of Flint City Code Section 31-10, disorderly conduct, assault and battery, and disorderly persons, and will be subject to arrest for a misdemeanor. Any person who prevents the peaceful and orderly conduct of any meeting will be given 1 warning. If they persist in disrupting the meeting, that individual will be subject to arrest. Violators will be removed from the meetings. Are there any requests for agenda changes and or additions?
Madam Chair.
Madam Clerk.
So the add-ons that I had, I will bring them to Special Affairs. It is for 3 millage renewals, 1 for Parks and Recreation, 1 for Police and Fire Protection, and 1 for MTA Public Transportation. However, before you, you have an add-on from the Ethics and Accountability Board, as well as a packet from the City Attorney regarding licensing ordinances.
Do we need to do anything with this memorandum, or is it just a memorandum?
No, this memorandum includes 15 ordinances. So I just wanted to point that out.
So that's an add-on. The add-on is the memorandum and 15 ordinances?
The memorandum is to council, but there are 15 ordinances here.
So the 15 ordinances are the add-ons? Are they separate ordinances, or is it just under one umbrella?
15 separate
15
ordinances.
separate ordinances. And so we want to add those 15 separate ordinances to this meeting, these ordinances that we just received? And we want to add these to this meeting, like right in this moment? I mean, there is an objection on the floor. Is there a motion to add them? Seeing as how there is no motion to add them, they won't be added to this meeting.
And
Thank you.
like I said, the other one was the Ethics and Accountability Board.
There is something from the Ethics and Accountability Board.
And it's in conjunction with what's on your agenda.
It's in conjunction with what's on the agenda. So do we need to do an add-on, or what do we do?
That would be an add-on.
It still has to be an add-on. Is there an objection?
I object.
There is an objection. Is there a motion to add? Seeing as how there is no motion to add, we will not have any add-ons. It's now time for public comment. Members of the public who wish to address the City Council or its committees must register before the meeting begins. A box will be placed at the entrance to the City Council chambers for collection of registrations. No additional speakers or slips will be accepted after the meeting begins. Members of the public shall have no more than 3 minutes per speaker during public comment, with only 1 speaking opportunity per speaker. First public speaker, Madam Clerk.
Assuming that no one wants to speak that's still here and everyone that's gone, the only speaker for this meeting will be R.L. Mitchell.
Like I said, my name is R.L. Mitchell for Council Lady President. And like this accountability situation that we got in Flint, we can't find an embussment. That don't mean the accountability peoples, and Michelle Young is on there. She was one of my attorneys. She was my attorney. After my attorney, they killed my attorney and left them buck naked in the house by 3 black women. All of them look alike. That's why they got away with it. They can't tell who did what, but they don't. I'm saying to the accountability peoples, just because you're not accountable for what you say, you don't have to put it on we the people, that you can't stop them peoples over there on Carpenter Road over there by Bluebell Beach, making them chemicals or stuff all in the air, and can't tear down the house the right way without getting all the chemicals in the air, spraying them with water. You know, there's a code tearing down houses, and you, the accountability, you won't speak up. Because if it ain't the water, it's the chemicals in these rotten houses. They look straight, but once you tear them down, it's the dust get up in the people's nose and have high blood and all that stuff, and nobody's saying nothing about it. You're not accountable. That don't mean we the people is not accountable for what we speak for and ask for at this podium. Tick-tock, that, America, and that's all right. A new mayor is in the room right now as I speak, known as Tanya Burns, and she ain't gonna fool around with, what, you got a problem, got something to say, 8th Ward Councilman? Okay, like I say, Tanya Burns gonna deal with the situation. Just cause she quiet, that doesn't mean she ain't gonna say nothing about people's getting our bank account number and stuff and all that junk, and right in front of our, rob us blind in front of our faces, like we can't say nothing, all that junk. And Miss Priestley over there talking about, the peoples ain't, we'll probably have about 2 peoples in here next week, just where they go in the dome, and grinning about it because they won't know about it because they ain't here to get the information. She glad about it. Miss Priestley is. That woman over there in the 4th Ward, East Side, with always trying to, she already tore up the baseball field, where them Indians at, but they rebuilt the baseball field now, and now she's trying to mess up the people who's selling cars, and the man over there around there where McDonald's at, the car dealers, and look at it, and peoples at night don't know how to put camera. Anyway, stay tuned and watch the East Side of Flint, New York, and you'll see how Miss Priestley, she's acting like the Vatican, dealing with the devil and don't want to tell nobody about it. The devil is on large and Miss Priestley know who he is and won't you say something about that, lady? Yabba dabba do, take that. You Flintstone and found who Miss Priestley is. Okay, take tick-tock that.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak during public comment?
He was the only one.
All right, seeing how that was the only person, we will move on to council response. Council members may respond once to all public speakers. Only after all public speakers have spoken, an individual council member's response shall be limited to 2 minutes. Is there anyone who would like to speak during council response?
Madam Chair.
Councilman in the 8th Ward.
I'm going to speak on the ordinance that's on here, and because I don't know that we're going to get any time to do that if it doesn't get a motion. Madam Clerk, who keeps putting this on the agenda?
Which one are we talking about?
The E&A board.
That was sent to me by the administrator to the board, Ms. Flythe-Little. So the board requested that it be put on.
So the board does not have the authority to add anything to our agenda.
Thank you.
So unless this comes from the administration or a member of city council or I believe the clerk, the board has zero authority to add anything to our agendas. So can you clarify on who is sending this? Because if it's coming directly from Ms. Shax Little to say put on our agenda, that should not be approved to be put on the agenda.
Yes, it was sent through her and CC'd to the chairperson of the Ethics Board. the vice chair, I believe,
So-
and Joanne, Attorney Gurley.
So, Madam Chair, through you to the city attorney, Mr. Sparrow, are you aware that the EAA board, do they have the authority to add or subtract from our agendas? I don't believe that that's a right of theirs.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I can't answer that question. I just don't know.
Okay. Madam Clerk, I'm going to defer to the client or to the attorney on if this should be added, but according to the charter, they do not have the authority. So please dismiss this going forward until you hear otherwise from the attorney. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to speak during council response? I thought that was council response.
Madam Chair.
Councilwoman Priestley.
You know, I agree with Mr. Pfeiffer, but also I want to say that the reason why I objected to adding on to this agenda the new ordinance is that who gives us an ordinance the day of the meeting, during the meeting, to read and understand and comprehend and compare the previous to the new?
The devil.
You know, if this comes through proper channels and gives us opportunity to review it, I will be glad to review it. But to receive an ordinance that is affects so much internally with the EAB, with removing their previous and comparing the previous to the new, because all we have is in our agenda packet is an ordinance totally crossed out and then a new one. So no comparisons. We don't know a new language versus old language unless we look at it and read it and study it. So that's why I opposed adding
Request for
it to the
information.
agenda.
It's council response, but go ahead.
Are you aware the administration just gives us 17 of them?
Oh, and that's why I objected too. I objected to those as well. You know, but I did not think about discussing that during this time. So I just want that clear because I know I will receive phone calls, and I have spoken to Mr. Harris about what we had received in the past. So I wanted just to make that clear. Thank you.
Is there anyone else who wants to speak during council response? Seeing as how there is no
Madam
one
Chair,
else? You already had your turn.
No consent agenda. No for total separation.
Oh, wait, we're still on council response.
Oh.
Is there anyone else who wishes to speak during council response? Seeing as how there's no one else, I will go ahead and take my time. I would like to remind all residents that on Monday, July 27th, the regular Special Affairs Committee meeting, which convenes at 4:30 p.m., and the council meeting that follows immediately after will both take place in a different location due to early voting. So Monday, July 27th, which is this coming Monday, Special Affairs Committee meeting will convene at 4:30 p.m. in the Dome Auditorium, which is the basement level of Flint City Hall. I also want to remind all residents that the private tree removal program round 3 has been extended to the application process has been extended to July 24th at 11:59 p.m. So you have until this Friday at 11:59 p.m. There is a match tree removal program where the city of Flint will match up to $2,000 to assist with the removal of a private tree. There is the grant tree removal program, and this program is for any resident that meets the income criteria as required for the HOPE program, and the HOPE is just the Homeowners Property Exemption Tax program. And that you may apply to this program to request up to $2,000 to assist with the removal of a private tree. And then there's also the Senior Grant Tree Removal Program. The city of Flint will grant up to $2,000 to assist with the removal of a private tree that is dangerous or dying or has become a safety concern for senior citizens aged 65 and up. You can apply either online or you can come here to City Hall. You can go to the McKinley Center. There's some other locations, but please visit cityofflint.com, private tree removal programs, to get more information. But you can get applications from here at City Hall, or you can go to cityofflint.com to get that application. But the deadline for that has been extended to Friday, July 24th at 11:59 p.m. With that, I will yield. Moving on to the consent agenda, Councilman Pfeiffer.
Total separation.
We are doing total separation. Moving on to our first ordinance, 260193. What is the pleasure of the body?
Madam Chair,
Councilman Pfeiffer.
motion to postpone indefinitely.
There's a motion to postpone indefinitely by the councilman in the 8th Ward. Is there support? Supported by the councilwoman in the 4th Ward. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Alamin is not in. Dr. Lewis is not in. Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
Ms. Winfrey Carter? Ms. Winfrey Carter is not in. Ms. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Mashat?
Yes.
Mr. Pfeiffer?
Yes.
Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
The vote is 6 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 6 yes, 0 no.
Motion to adjourn.
Ordinance 260193 has been postponed indefinitely. There is a motion to adjourn by the councilman in the 8th Ward. I believe Councilwoman in the 4th Ward supported it. Yep. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Dr. Lewis is not in. Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
Ms. Winfrey Carter is not in. Ms. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Mashat?
Yes.
Mr. Pfeiffer?
Yes.
Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
Mr. Alamin is not in. Vote is 6 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 6 yes, 0 no. The time is 6:38 p.m. on Wednesday, July 22nd. I hereby bring this legislative committee meeting to a close.